Some friends are good, while some friends are something else. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. In today's episode, let's dive into African lady who got married to Chinese husband based in China. Uncertainty when it comes to pregnancy, there's different atmosphere, there's different word, and there's different feelings which every woman, had. In fact, the word itself is just tumbled. You will not feel like, to enjoy anything. Those things that you used to enjoy, you used to like, you felt those things are irrelevant. In fact, the atmosphere itself will be something else. Into this package, we can see here that a African lady husband and also a Chinese uncle have to visit someone, to exploit and to give advice to a Chinese husband. If a African or should I say her Chinese uncle, is doing this persistently, the husband would think that this is just the uncle, just as usual. So he had to hear from another person's mouth actually how to take care of an African lady. What are those things? Or sorry, not even African lady, woman. What are those things that are important for him to do? What are those do and don'ts which are very necessary for him to carry out? At this stage, you will notice that he's actually ready to be the man of the house. He's ready to carry out every duty that is incumbent on him, and he's ready to adhere to every instructions that is being given to him. He's prepared and mindset has been set on certain direction on how to act. If not, according to them, it's going to miss out the big eyes, the big hair, and all of that in descriptions of the beauty of an African lady. Well, as you can see here outside, who guessed or to believe that African lady is pregnant for him? And one were like, wow. He said, no, recently, he came out, he was talking about that infertility, how to go to the hospital, how to do this, how to do that. So how comes all of a sudden the accounting approach of the baby being born or the baby being arriving and all of that? Well, that is something to be discussed in another section. Well, if you check in our recent video, you will note that there are many things and there are many, discussion which has been carried out and which landed us to this particular stage. We actually did not dive into this particular stage on a dream team, or should I say on magic. It usually takes a gradual step to obtain to this particular level. Yes, you know that there is a great changes in him, in his appearance, and also in his manner of thinking, and also in his manner of sitting. He's actually open and ready to learn. Well, if you check in our recent video, you talk about when we were talking about cleanliness, African, he was like, he's not clean, he should be clean, he should be doing this, he should be doing that. One thing that, attracts women to men is the level of cleanness in which the man had. A man that cannot take his bath properly or brush his teeth over or do some certain things even to wash his own boxer is a slap even to his wife. So I guess that was the reason why African lady have to shift and tell him those things she wants him to do. This is what I want you to do, this is what I want you to do. For some others, the thoughts or the think in their mind is dictatorship, but this is actually what she wants for a man. And with the help of a Chinese uncle, he had to adhere to that instructions, which has changed him. As you can see, even his appearance show that it's changed. The dressing, his hairdo, and his level of neatness is improving. So, well, that is another phase in life. Well, concerning, the pregnancy wahala, I call it pregnancy wahala. It might look somehow or feel somehow for him. The food and all of that might not seem, tasty, but in appearance or when she's around, you just say, the food is nice. Oh, this is it. Because at that stage, the woman herself, she's not herself. She's not, should I say, a normal being again. Everything in her world is just changed completely. It's the festus in her that is actually causing it. And sometimes you wonder that those things which are not even good to take in, that is what she likes most. Don't be afraid if you had someone who actually likes something, maybe eating sand or going, that is what the festus want. And when they take it, they feel more comfortable and they feel more relaxed. So in his own case, he doesn't have any experience. He doesn't have any, should I say, yes, experience in the first case. So this is his first experience for a wife, haven't gotten a wife and she's pregnant. What will he do? He came out and with the help of Angelina's uncle to hear from another person's man. Let it not be that the uncle has been the one advising and giving all kinds of advice also. So you see that the uncle often or at this stage carried him out for a kind of should I say an open discussion, and I tell you it works and it's ready to exploit, it's ready to start something new. Is going back home to start a new life, is going back home to start a new direction. For some other person that will say that African lady is too young, for this kind of drama. Well, we hope for the best and we hope that he obtained and be stable in his relationship. Alright, this is so I'll be wrapping up today's episode and I hope you enlighten on today's package. Please just stay tuned and stay blessed. And always remember, lovelies, stay good for now. Bye for now.